Hello everyone, welcome back. In this episode of blockchain, I'm sorry, not episode of blockchain, Bitcoin trade. I'm going to show you something else that may be a good indicator that you're not going to see in a graph, you're not going to see in a chart on some live chart or anything. But there's a lot of craziness happening, and I want to show you something here in particular because I think this is going to be very interesting. Now this is blockchain. And what I've done is I looked at the total output volume. So basically, who's sending, how much bitcoins are being sent. And if you look around here, look at this, and this is what April 2013. Okay, and look at this. This is kind of just keep that in mind. This is how many output of either I don't know bitcoins or in US, let me see, output volume in Bitcoin. So these are Bitcoin volumes, and then it dies down and just wiggles around, and then this is December, right? The big price drive up, and now it's come down, it's wiggled around and everything, and now it's back to a very low level. July, um, look at July 13, June, July 13 levels. Now this is February 2014. So you look at these, and this could, this is just another chart, really. Now it's not related to any value or anything, but it's related to how much transactions are going out, how much bitcoins are being sent out, either sent out from an exchange wallet or sent out from someone else's wallet. Basically, you're seeing bitcoins being transacted. Okay, there's something going on right here. So if you look at this level here and here, you see that this level has reached this height level and comes back down. Same thing here, it comes back down, very low transacting, sending bitcoins, and then spiked up and comes down. And now look at this. Now remember, this is April, around the April time frame. This is December time frame. Okay. Now look at this chart. Okay. And let's take a look at another chart. And I'm just going to use Mt. Gox. But look at this and let's analyze this. Is it really the end of crap? Come on, come on, come on. Okay. So is it really the end of Bitcoin? Because I want to show you something. Okay. You see that little thing? Let's see what the date is. April 2013. April. So what was this? This was Silk Road, and then the seizure of the website, right? So that's April, okay, and it muddles around and everything. And now let's look at December. Look at that. Look at that. Now let's look at this drop in price, all right, which is now, okay. So based on like, and remember, I'm just speculating, all right, but take this with a grain of salt. I'm just trying to give you a different angle on what's going on with Bitcoin, what's going on with the price, what's going on with all these, things going on. I mean, it seems crazy. All right, it seems I'm in a I've left reality and I've gone into a different realm. I've entered basically I've gone into Bitcoinia, uh, if there's such a place. So I'm experiencing this phenomenon called Bitcoinia, and there's a lot of things that are happening, and you know, just take a look at this. April, December. All right. Now let's go back to the blockchain, right? And let's take a look at this. Let's put it in perspective. April, December. And now look at the volume output right now. It's actually a pretty right here, right after this episode, and this is what, June, July. So let's take a look at June, July, and figure out what's going on over there. So uh, June, July, these were, I guess, downtrending volumes here. All right, so June, July. Now let's look at February, and yes, it's a downtrending volume. But let's pull back here and let's look. If you are panicking here, don't you regret selling your Bitcoins? Because look where even right now on this panic sell-off, look where you are from here to here within a year. Within a year period. Okay, so let's put things into perspective. Okay, and everyone thought this was the end of Bitcoin because, man, all right, we got those guys. Bitcoin's just nothing more than just for illegal, drug transactions. Well, they did that with fiat currency too, but fiat currency still exists. So, and then even then you see this slow increasing rise, and now look what you're seeing. You're seeing a rise, and just in the volume. Okay, just put it into perspective. So, is this the end? Is that it? That's the end of Bitcoin? I don't know, but I'm going to give you something else to look at, and this is probably something that traders have not maybe bothered to look at or may not have bothered to look at, but this could be an independent view of what's going on with Bitcoin, because remember, no one's trading Bitcoin when they're well, there's something being transacted, and the price seems to coincide with the volume of transactions being done. Okay, so if this was Silk Road right here in this area, well, it should have died and never come back up. But a strange phenomenon happened. What happened here? What happened in this time frame? There's something that happened that drove the price up, and I'm sure it wasn't drugs, because this was gone. So was it? What was it? What's driving this price? I still haven't quite figured that out. There's something going on here, and I don't know. I mean, is it speculation? Is it? I mean, people actually paid that much money to buy Bitcoins? Anyways, I'm using this because although this is not a price chart or anything, it's still a chart, and you could still do an analysis without even knowing what the hell this is. Someone who knows how to read a chart can understand that, and especially if you compare it to the actual price of Bitcoin. So the usage drives the price. Okay, usage drives the price. The more Bitcoins will be used, the more the price will be going up. So look at the levels. They're the same levels, but look at the price of Bitcoin. What does that tell you? Look at the levels. This is April. This is December. Look at that. So what you're seeing is look at this. Look at that. It almost seems very similar, And the thing about trading is what you'll notice is triangles within triangles within triangles, and they kind of represent a pattern. Triangle. So could you imagine if you kept going out, and this triangle just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger? I mean, just put it into perspective. So another tool that you might want to use is look at the output on blockchain. It's very simple. Look at the output on blockchain. This is a perfect time to buy. If you look at this and you saw this, I mean, before this even happened, I mean, this should be an indication of, wow, this is a perfect time to buy. Just look at this in itself, and then you can restart again. So basically, this is a very interesting chart to look at, because what you're seeing is the number of supply of Bitcoins being transacted. And remember, there's a limited supply. And if you've seen my previous episodes, okay, go ahead and if you didn't get it the first time, try it again. If you didn't get the second time, try it again. Maybe on the third time you'll get it. But watch my videos from 1 to current. And I know some of the videos it has a lot of charts that may not apply to you, but you could still kind of understand what it takes to think about a trade. Okay, is it really gambling, or is there some strategy behind this? Is life nothing but a chart? And the random things that happen aren't random; they're actually predetermined within triangles, within triangles, within triangles. I don't know, but you if after you trade a while, it's really fascinating to see this. It's very, very. I wouldn't say it's addicting, like like you have a gambling problem or drinking problem or drug problem, but when you see these things and how they coincide with the price movements, news, things that happen around the world, you kind of have to say to yourself, like, wow, this is really strange. This is really, really scary. What's going on here? So, looking at this, I would say, man, it's a great time to buy Bitcoins. If you do this comparison with a price chart analysis, you just have to realize that this is another tool to make a trade. So right now, this is the transaction number of transactions being done. Now, if you think about it, look at what the price of Bitcoin is. It's kind of low, right? But look, there's only so much this transaction would really go as basically this is the lowest point in transaction. Of course, their price would be low, but you would think, well, if that's the case, why don't we, why doesn't it go back down to like a $200 price level? So it's still, and this is Mt. Gox, okay? So this is at whatever, it's at what, almost 590, almost at 600. So imagine when the next time there's going to be a spike in usage. What do you think is going to happen? I mean, the usage amount didn't change. Remember, Bitcoins, there's a limited amount of Bitcoins. So as Bitcoins are being transacted on, where do you think the value of Bitcoin is coming from? From fiat currency. So what's happening to the fiat currency? Well, Bitcoin is sucking up the value of fiat currency, and that's why when this usage goes down, all right, but this is, there's a limited amount of Bitcoin, so it's going to fluctuate, bounce around this range. And what are we going to get? Well, here's what we're going to get. We're going to get a $200 top, and then we're going to get a $1,200 top. And then what's the next top? Think about it. 2, 12, 10,000, 100,000, a million. So something to think about. All right, something to think about. Anyways, I just want to bring that up. It's going to be a short episode. Hopefully that's going to help you. If you have never considered looking at the information that comes on blockchain, this may be another way for you get a buy or sell signal. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll go back to charts again. I think that's where I got it. And there you go. There's some more charts. Total fees transacted, number of transactions. I mean, number of transactions excluding popular addresses. I mean, you're going to get a lot more graphs to look at. That's going to help you. That isn't, on some other sites. Okay. See, look at those. These are going to help you make a decision on your buying and selling. All right, so take some time to look at some of this. Okay, there's some other charts here. So I hope this helps, and until next time, stay tuned for the next episode. All right, don't forget to comment, like, dislike, and even leave a video response. Bye now.